And we're back. The Ultimatum, Queer Love, Episode 7, Cocktails and Confrontation. I am Tammy. This is Tammy Talks. If you have not already, subscribe to the channel, thumbs up the video, hop in the comment section. A lot happened in this episode. I don't feel as bad for Yoli. She's truly conflicted. But I do feel bad for Mal. I feel really, really bad for Mal. Let's talk about it, y'all. So the episode starts off with Mal and Yoli. So Mal is up making breakfast. She's making like a granola bowl or yogurt bowl or something like that. And we once again have a conversation about Mal not doing things around the house. So Mal is like, yeah, I enjoy, cleaning up after myself and you showing me how to make the bed instead of me just tossing the sheets. You didn't know how to make the bed? Whatever. We'll move on from that. But what's important is that Yoli said that it's great in a roommate sense, but this is not at all romantic. Mal is like, I don't make breakfast for my friends. Not the way that she was trying to pick out the best blueberries and stuff like that. She said, I'm not doing that for my friends. Yoli said that she's having a hard time reconnecting with her. Ah, it's rough. It's you hate to see it, okay? Cause you hate to see it. So then we have Sam and Aussie. So Aussie cooked dinner, so she do remember how to cook, okay? And Sam points out that Aussie doesn't do more around the house. She's not a good house husband. So Aussie then says that she would be okay with not working and doing more of the things that she loves. Apparently, Sam makes three times the amount as her. So it's been a conversation for her to stop working a typical, whatever her job is, and to maybe, do some passion projects. Aussie said that she now has a different view on gender roles. So, because Aussie feels masculine, more masculine inside, she has always taken on the role of the male in a relationship. So she has always felt that in order for her to feel masculine, that she needs to make more money because that's or make more money than Sam because that's how she grew up. Her dad made more money than her mom. So to her, that's just how it's supposed to go. But she now sees and understands that that does not have to be the case. Sam is thankful for the growth. I don't know how that factors into marriage unless now Aussie feels that she does not have to make more money than was marriage was money the issue with marriage for Aussie? I don't think so. I think Aussie is really just saying a bunch of things to detract from the real situation that they have in front of them. That's just my opinion. So then we have Lexi and Ray. Ray is crying once again. Ray has cried each and every episode, and it's wild to me that Lexi has not understood that she is the cause of 97.250894% of these tears. It is amazing to me. Nonetheless, she's crying, saying that she loves Lexi and that Lexi has been her person for 3 years. Lexi was worried about intimacy with them and if they have moved and if they could move past where they were. Apparently, they got to necking, maybe in the car, maybe they had sex when they got back to the apartment. Who knows? But Lexi wants her to know if her ideas about marriage have changed. And Ray said that she's always understood what marriage is. She's always liked marriage, but for her, it is the finality of it. That is what gives her pause when it comes to marriage. Lexi promises to always be her partner, to always remind her that she's a good person. She wants her to know that. She says she'll always have her back. Promises to always make her feel loved and valued. It's amazing how Lexi forgot all that shit by the time we get to the end of the episode. It's amazing how Lexi sitting on the same damn couch. It is amazing how Lexi forgot all of that shit that she said. So we get Vanessa and Xander. They are having a little date outside. Xander did a little grilling out for them. And they feel like they are dating once again and really getting to know each other. Xander feels like a complete different person. Vanessa feels like she is Vanessa 2.0. So Vanessa says that she is open to making more long-term plans and commitments. Vanessa is saying that she is more open to the concept of marriage. I don't think she is. I just don't, y'all. I'm sorry, but I don't. I feel like Vanessa is the type to propose to Xander, to fulfill that ultimatum, and then ultimately they stay engaged forever and never make it down the aisle. That's what I think is really gonna happen. But Vanessa starts crying. She said that she liked who they were and how they were. She misses that, and she feels that they are changing every day as a couple. And Xander asked Vanessa to trust them to trust them to figure out where they go from there. So we get Tiff and Mildred. Lord, what a mess. What a shit show. They better not get engaged at the end of this. So Tiff said that they are guilty of conflict, right? They are both guilty of conflict because Mildred is saying how hard it is to have a conversation and communication during conflict with Tiff. Mildred, hey, pot me kettle. Nonetheless, Mildred asks, so Tiff feels that they don't value each other's voices, right? And that's why when they are having disagreements, because they both talk a lot, that's why they in turn talk over each other, because they don't value each other's voices and opinions. And that's very intuitive because Tiff didn't specifically say, you don't value me. She said it's, well, they said it's both of us. They said it's both of us. So Mildred was like, so when am I supposed to talk? When do I get permission to talk? You don't want me to talk no more? And Tiff was like, no, I just don't want you to interrupt me. As she's trying to talk, I'd be damned if Mildred interrupts her and said, well, how do you have a conversation without interrupting? It's very fucking simple. One person speaks. When that person is done speaking, then it's your turn to speak. It's not a novel concept. It's not hard. It's not foreign. People do it every day, B. So Mildred then pulls the race card and says she does not want to be with the person that doesn't let her talk. She said, I am Latina. I talk. That's what we do. You've been around my family. We talk over each other. She also says that Tiff talks too much and never shuts up. Mildred, you got your fucking nerve. So Tiff said that being respectful has no race. And I said, boom, it has no race. So the fact that you even leaned into that and decided to pull that card, so then Mildred is like, I never said he did. Oh, yes, you did. Yes, you did. You basically just said because you're Latina, it's okay for you to talk over people and not be respectful. That's bullshit and you know it, Mildred. It's bullshit and you know it. You know it. So Tiff tells her that if she wants to talk however she wants to talk, whenever she wants to, with no respect, then she needs to just find somebody else. Mildred then goes on to say, well, I ain't gonna be your wife then. Girl, bye. Bye. Bye, Mildred. Mildred walks off the scene. It was so chaotic. It was so unnecessary, ridiculous. We then get a quick scene of Mal and Yoli having the sex. I said, oh, okay. Necking in the light. So then we get to Aussie and Sam. Sam is just not meeting Aussie's brother. So apparently Aussie is from Australia. I think she go they. I think they go, or I guess Aussie is the pronoun when I looked it up. So Aussie just wants to be called Aussie. Okay. So Aussie said that Aussie's they Aussie is from Australia. It's hard to use Aussie as a pronoun. I'm gonna try y'all. If I say they, again, not on purpose. So Aussie's brother comes and the gist of this entire scene is Aussie's not out to her family. Her or Aussie's mother is still trying to set them up. Is still trying to set them up with men. So Sam is like, so if we do get together, am I gonna have to pretend to be your little friend? Because Sam has done it in a previous relationship, and Sam does not want to have to do that again. Aussie's brother asked Sam to confirm, is it true if Aussie does not propose, if y'all do not end up engaged, you are going to leave Aussie? Sam said, yeah, basically, and I think you should, Sam, because Aussie is, I get confrontation, communication are not strong points for her, but for them, for Aussie is selfish though. Aussie is selfish. Point blank period. Aussie is selfish. Aussie knows that Aussie needs to work on communication. Aussie is making and has made no strides to work on said communication. So yeah. So then we have Mildred and Tiff. Um Now they're back cool again. Toxic. Toxic. Y'all just had this big blow up and now y'all back sipping champagne, which are kicking your toes in the water. A mess. But this was a good conversation between the two of them because Tiff puts it out there and said, look, the reason I'm apprehensive about proposing is because whenever we get into the slightest of arguments, you walk away and throw me to the side and you just discard me like I'm disposable. Tiff has come a long way. That conversation where Tiff blew about her or blew up about their dog sleeping in the bed with Sam leaps and bounds from where Tiff is now. So Tiff feels that the trial marriage signifies what a real marriage would be like. And basically, they are scared of Mildred waking up one day, having a bad day, getting into an argument, and filing for a divorce. And when you think about it, that's a very, very real fear. And you cannot knock Tiff for not wanting to propose. I mean, nobody blamed Tiff anyways because of their communication that we saw, but I don't knock her, and I don't think that Tiff should propose. I think that they should leave single. They should. And Mildred needs to go and get some anger management classes or something, but Mildred is not ready to be in a marriage the way that she thinks she is. So Mildred acknowledges that she does run away every time they have a fight, and basically she's sorry for not acknowledging how Tiff has stood by her and has never left her side the way that they have always promised that they would. So we get to this very, very messy group day out. So everybody's back out, all the couples, everybody's back because we're gonna all, see each other for probably the last time before our ultimatum, so we can confuse ourselves and each other even more. Vanessa messaged Mal to let Mal know that Xander and Yoli were talking in the DMs. Mal was not appreciative of that. She didn't like that. She felt that it was being messy, and I agree. I agree. Mal's pronouns are she, they. I looked them up. Um, so Mal pushed them all to the side. Vanessa said that she just didn't want Mal to feel blindsided. Mal said, I already knew, Yoli told me. But what was in the DMs that you wanted me to see? What's tea, basically? Vanessa said, well, they were asking for selfies. Mal said, oh, I didn't know that. You didn't tell me that. Xander and Yoli looked guilty. We're like, that didn't happen. That didn't happen. Yes, it did, because y'all had guilt all over your face. So the way that Yoli expressed it is, Xander posted something and Mal was like, we don't care about the pictures unless you're in them or something to that effect. Xander then sent the picture. Smileys were exchanged. Mal did not look pleased with this whatsoever. So as they were walking away, Mal was like, so I didn't know about that. And Yoli was like, I didn't think it happened. I'm trying to give Yoli some grace because Yoli is truly, truly caught between two people that she is in love with. But I think Yoli was extremely disrespectful at this party. I just do. I think she was extremely, extremely disrespectful to Mal at this party. So we get some scenes of Vanessa tries to come over and talk to the group, asking if everybody's ready to make a decision. Everybody walks away aside from Sam. Vanessa doesn't understand quite what happened. They don't like you, Vanessa. Nobody want to talk to you. Nobody want to talk to you, sis. You are better off going and talking to Xander, because that's the only person there that really wants to talk to you. So Xander and Yoli are out on the balcony, or the terrace. We'll call it a terrace. They're out on the terrace and they hug again. They're out there holding hands, and Yoli basically has not gotten over them, and she's so like choked up about this, she's getting ready to cry. Whereas Xander kind of feels like they haven't really gotten over it either. They're trying to process the two different relationships that they're in. I'm sorry, but like I said, I feel that they're being very disrespectful, right? So then we see Mal and Yoli. No, before that, Mildred, like it's like every time they were all talking, Yoli would somehow drift and find a way back to where Xander is, and they would end up holding hands and talking or whatever. Now, I'm straight, right? I am heterosexual. Is it okay? Is it common for them in the community for them to be holding hands like that? Like, is that not disrespectful? I think that's disrespectful. I can't imagine. I cannot imagine being out with my boyfriend and I'm holding hands with another dude that I have messed with while we're all at this party. I think that's disrespectful. So if like let me know, is that not disrespectful, y'all? Is that normal? Is that normal in the community where y'all just be out here holding hands and stuff in front of your partner and it's just cool? Cause like nobody batted an eye about this. I felt like I was the only person like, wait, nobody's gonna say nothing about her holding Xander's hand, but whatever. So at some point, Mildred and Xander are talking. Yoli goes over, says, I want to go talk to Mildred. No, you want to go talk to Xander. Mildred is like, y'all are so good together. Oh my God, I can just see the love on y'all. And I'm like, Mildred. I mean, she's being supportive, but it's also like, damn. So Mal comes over and they step away to the side. And Yoli is like, I want to go back over and have the conversation because Mildred was talking, telling me and Xander something about ourselves. I would like to go rejoin that conversation. So Mal was like, can I join? Or Yoli was like, no, I think it'd be better if you weren't there. And I was like, wow. So Mal lets her know, like, this is hard. This is really, really hard. And Yoli's just like, I get it. Sure. And I'm like, wow. I feel like Yoli was like super cold to Mal. I don't know. Again, so she gets back over there. Then we see Xander. Oh, so as she's going back over towards Xander, Mal tells her, all right, now go ahead, break up. Snip, snip. Cut that shit off. So Xander and Yoli are talking and they're trying to be outside of like the line of view from anybody because Yoli wanted to kiss her. And Xander is she, they. Yoli wanted to kiss her and Xander was on some, I'm not going to be disrespectful. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to cross boundaries, whatever the case. So I'm like, good for you, Xander, because I mean, I think y'all are being disrespectful enough, but again, maybe I just don't understand the culture. So they're over there talking and they all but say I'm all in with each other. Xander was really on some type energy like, look, if you say word, it's going to be word. But Xander also makes it very clear, I don't want to be your second pick. I don't want to be your second choice. I want to be with somebody that is truly all in with me and that is 100%. So it makes me wonder, so is Xander just like trying to get over on Vanessa just to bide her time, just to pass her time? Because Xander keeps saying that they're all in with Vanessa, they're giving this an honest try, but then you get over here with Yoli and it's like you say word, it's word. Wow. So while this is happening, Xander comes over and it's Tiff, Xander, Vanessa, and Mal. Tiff asks Xander, how are you torn still? How? And then Mal was like, because she met Yoli. Because they met Yoli. So Mal was like, and that's cool. If it is Yoli for you, then that's cool. But you need to honestly choose Yoli. And if she chooses you back, she chooses you back. Again, Mal is extremely emotionally mature. She is. Xander, on the other hand, feels that they cannot appropriately answer that question. And this is what bothers me about Xander. It's the fact that Xander is as like Xander always looks so taken aback and like, oh my God, as if people can't see like Mal is not stupid. You know what I mean? Everybody can see what y'all are doing. So for you to be like, oh my God, someone said it, someone noticed. Like Xander always makes this face of like just pure shock. It's like when Taylor Swift was winning all those awards and was like, I won. That's what I feel like Xander is doing. You know that you're feeling Yoli. You know that you're in love with Yoli. You know that if Yoli said word, y'all would be engaged. So why do you keep making this face and looking so absolute shocked and taken aback, or as if somebody is like saying some shit that's not true? If you are torn between the two, be real about it. Be real about it. Because whatever you're trying to do, like if you feel like you're leading Vanessa on to get back at her or whatever, like that shit is lame. That shit is foul. So they go get Yoli, and Mal is like, so, like, are like what's good? Xander was like, I'm choosing myself right now, and I hope that Yoli chooses herself as well. Xander skirts around answer so much, and it is infuriating. So then we get to Lexi and Ray. I should have got like a shot or something to drink. So then we get to Lexi and Ray. And Lexi is mad that Ray didn't set a clear, concise boundary with Vanessa and basically tell her, fuck off, I'm not talking to you right now. I am avoiding you. Ray is clearly not that type of girl, so I don't know why you thought she would say that. Vanessa said that that would be Ray's way of choosing her. Ray calls out, I didn't even hug her. You hugged her. Lexi then said, well, I didn't look in her eye. And Lexi feels that Vanessa has power in the relationship because you're giving it to her. Vanessa is living rent free in your head, and I would never understand why, because Vanessa's not thinking about you. She's not. She's not. She's not though. She's not. She's honestly not. So Lexi kept telling Ray that she does not want Vanessa in her life. She's not, sis. She's not in your life. She also wanted Ray to not even look at Vanessa. If Vanessa is looking your way, not even look her way. She feels that Vanessa is messing with their life, and she's not. She's not messing with your life. She's not messing with your relationship. She's not a part of your relationship. You, like, every scene that we have seen them be back together is Lexi complaining and bitching about Vanessa. So Ray starts crying because she thought they had a good night. I thought we had a good night and things were going good and we were going to move forward, and all you're focusing on is the negative. So then Lexi was like, don't put fucking words in my mouth. Put words in my mouth. And Ray said, yeah, I could imagine that would hurt. Because you've been putting words and putting thoughts and shit into Ray's mouth too. Aren't you the same one that said that she didn't have regrets? Aren't you the same one that's been telling her what it was and what it ain't with her? So now that she's doing the same thing to you, but being honest, kicking nothing but straight 16 bars worth of facts, now all of a sudden you're hurt. Fuck you, Lexi. I am so sick of this bitch. I am so entirely sick of her. Completely sick of her. You are ruining your relationship. And I'm going to always take it back to you wanted to come on this show. Ray is not ruining your relationship. You are. Vanessa's not ruining your relationship. You are. You are, Lexi. Your big face. She's getting on my nerves. So then Lexi is like, well, then don't be with me. God damn it, girl. Tell yourself that. Because if you cannot get past the fact that Ray let that girl finger pop her, I don't know what to tell you. Don't be with Ray then. Ray, stop letting that heifer control you. So then Ray feels that she did her best and it just wasn't good enough. That's it. That's all. She can't do nothing else about that. We get Mal and Yoli. Yoli is upset about Mal going over and talking to Xander about their relationship. Mal said, look, Xander didn't choose you. Xander had the choice to choose you and didn't. Yoli feels that Mal is taking her choice away. In a way, it was low-key a little bit manipulative, the way that Mal was phrasing it. But, yeah, there's no but. It was low-key manipulative the way that Mal was phrasing it. But I do feel bad for Mal. You got brought into this situation, and not because you didn't want to get married. You just aren't ready to rate exactly now for a bunch of reasons that y'all really could have talked about and hashed out. So for that person to bring you here and then in turn be so in love with someone else that when y'all are at a party, it's like you almost don't even exist. They're spending all their time all up on them. Yeah, I feel bad for Mal. So Mal is like, I'm not taking your choice away. I'm just presenting the options for you. But I'm telling you, I'm choosing you. I want you. I am willing to choose you. Mal said we can get to, we can get past all the other trauma that we had. We can go to intimacy therapy. We can do all the things that you wanted to do. Mal then said, but if I am not your hell yeah, if you can't give me a hell yeah, then let me go. Yoli doesn't want to let her go. Yoli said, what if I don't want to let you go? Mal asked, then what is it that you want from me? She said, you want niggas to be out here fighting to the death for you, blood and shit? I said, I know that's right. Anger. I think Mal has tried to play it cool as long as she can, but she has reached a point where she is fed the fuck up with this because Yoli is playing both sides. Yoli didn't come back into this giving Mal a fair shake. She didn't. She didn't. Her heart, her mind, her body, her soul, her spirit, her pinky finger have all been focused on Xander since. So Mal walks out, she leaves, the dog gets bowed and it was like, who you barking at up in here? So that's right, Margot. Don't let them talk to your owner like that. Get into it. So Mal goes out in the hallway. She's sitting on the floor. She says she's done with it. She's done with all of it. This is it for her. She got nothing else to say. So then we get Vanessa and Xander. Vanessa said that the biggest bummer of the night is that Ray wouldn't talk to her. Xander said if she wants to be controlled by a 24-year-old, then that's on her. You didn't do anything wrong. She did. Xander is playing in Vanessa's face. Because now you basically told Yoli that you were all but in, but now you're acting as if you're all in with Vanessa and you don't know what you're gonna do. Vanessa feels disrespected that Xander is basically still not willing to say that she's not going to pick Yoli. And then they have sex. Ain't nobody getting more ass on this show but Xander. We done seen Xander get ass every single episode. You hear me? But that was it for episode 7. Let me know what you guys thought about it down below. If you have not already subscribed to the channel, thumbs up the video. Peace.